Ha! The trap is baited. Excuse me. See you later.
What was that splashing noise? Where has Spunky gone? Officer Blunt, come and help me, quickly!
Just for a second, you scared me, but you're only dummies. They're not human. Someone's been making androids. They must have switches to activate them somewhere. Damned if I'm gonna look for them, though. A ventilation shaft. Better keep away from the edge, or I'll get sucked off. It's a kind of bed with wheels. There could be something useful in there. Wouldn't you know it? It's locked. You don't look so healthy. You should get out in the sunshine. His skin is cold, like plastic. There aren't any markings on it, or locks. This place is spooky. His skin is cold. Oh no, not her, not Anita. Her skin is burnt and blistered. She appears to have been exposed to radiation. He doesn't have any eyelashes. His skin is cold. Yo, that's horrible. I don't think a severed head would be any use. Plastic overalls. Not very fashionable. It's the entrance to the reactor. There's a small monitor screen and some knobs. It's an ID card, minus the security logo. The power in those things gives me the willies.
If that's you, Rob, listen carefully. You're the only one who can help. I was supposed to make contact with an agent from Hobart. Trouble is, the rendezvous was in a park on ground level. And now I'm a dealing, I can't get there. The agent's name is Eduardo. I don't know how you'll get to Link, but beneath the city there are tunnels. The remains of the old subway. That could be a way in.
Hey, Lamb. What do you know about Anita's death?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The girl you sent to the reactor. She's been killed, Lamb.
Look, I don't know aught about murder. You might think I was hard on the lass, but I had nothing to do with her death.
Tell me about your dandelion game.
Ah, it's brilliant. You get chased by these giant yellow weeds.
You mean dandelions are yellow? The gardener told me they were blue.
He's mad. He's not a real gardener.
How'd you know the gardener is a fake?
He's got green fingers.
That's the sign of a naturally talented gardener.
I saw him dipping them in the paint. Anyway, the plants are made of plastic.
You're a real help, Vincent.
No problem, Rob.
Don't wear out your thumbs. Excuse me. You told me dandelions were blue.
Did I? Well, what of it?
This boy assures me they're yellow.
Smart-assed little brat. All right, you got me sussed. I haven't had any formal training, but I've always dreamed of being a gardener. I love 'em, every little shrub and succulent. Those dainty blossoms waving their little stamens in the breeze.
All right, I get the point.
You won't report me, will you?
Why should I do that? Excuse me. Do you know a girl called Anita?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Why do you want to know?
She's been murdered. I found her body in the cathedral.
Can't see why you're telling me.
Excuse me. What's your name?
It's Eduardo. Why?
You're Anita's contact, right?
How come you know so much?
She left a message on her card.
Listen, do you know what's happened to Link?
I'm totally confused.
Link is a living, self-replicating organism. Originally, it served as an advisor to the council, but it has gradually taken control.
How? And why?
We're really not sure. Hobart scientists have developed a virus. It will check Link's growth, if we can get it into the system.
Will you give me the virus?
I can't. It's been downloaded to Link Space. Anita was supposed to retrieve it, since she had a Shriebman port.
So have I. I owe it to Anita to get that virus.
No chance. It's bound to be guarded.
I can try at least. Excuse me. See you later.
Silence in court! Security Services, Department of Justice, Inc. Judge Chutney presiding. Court is now in session.
Silence! I recognize that villain. An habitual criminal if ever I saw one.
That's Mr. Greaves, my lord. The counsel for the prosecution.
Silence when you speak to me. Now, who is the first contestant?
Defendant, my lord. The case of Union Security Services versus Howard Hobbins.
Howard Hobbins, come on up. Nice to see you, Howard. You're not nervous, are you?
Not really.
The defendant is accused of gross contempt and assault of a security officer.
Intolerable. What have you got to say for yourself, eh?
I've been framed, Your Honour. May I elucidate, my lord?
Go on then, but hurry up about it.
Officer Blunt was investigating a complaint made against Hobbins. After questioning the defendant, he was the victim of an assault.
Ah! Monstrous! Off with his head!
Just a flipping minute. Who's defending me?
Defence? Is he entitled to any?
I'm afraid so, my lord.
Upon my soul, whatever next? Who'd be silly enough to defend this wretch? Very well, let's get on with round one. Fingers on the buzzers, everyone.
I wish to call Officer Blunt.
Call Officer Blunt!
Please tell the court what happened. I was assaulted. And is the culprit present in the court? That's him in the overalls. I rest my case, my lord.
Good. Where's my black cap?
We haven't heard the defence, my lord.
Is it really necessary? Oh, go on. Just don't take all day.
Now then, Officer Blunt. What was the nature of your injuries?
I got very wet.
But you didn't suffer any physical harm.
I could have caught a nasty cold.
Tell the court how you got wet.
While patrolling on Bellevue,
I was saturated by a sudden shower.
Did you ascertain its source?
Oh, yeah. I heard laughter from the walkway above.
So, you saw the accused pour the liquid?
I couldn't see anything. My eyes were full of water. But I'd recognize his laugh anywhere.
Just how well do you know Hobbins?
I've never met him before.
And yet you say you recognized his laughter.
I don't know.
Who lodged the complaint against Hobbins?
Objection, my lord. Defense is contriving to lead the witness.
It was a simple question. I wish to establish the seriousness of the complaint made against my client.
I shall permit the witness to answer. However, I'm awarding Mr. Greaves 5 points for a well-timed interruption.
So who did lodge the complaint?
It was Daniel Piermont.
What was Mrs. Piermont's grievance?
Cruelty to her pet dog. I interviewed Hobbins on 4 occasions, but he still hasn't confessed.
Did you examine the dog?
I tried to.
And?
The bugger bit me.
No further questions, Your Honor. I wish to call Mrs. Piermont.
Call Mrs. Piermont.
Hello, darling. Hello, Robbie. Hello, everyone.
Silence in court.
How would you describe your pet dog?
Objection, Your Honor. This is a trial, not a dog show.
Objection overruled, Mr. Greaves. I want to get to the bottom of this doggy business.
He's an absolute darling. Everyone adores him.
But Officer Blunt said it bit him.
That would be the uniform. He was mauled by a troop of scouts when he was a puppy.
Had you met Hobbins before this incident?
I don't recall ever seeing him, but one takes little notice of mere maintenance men.
No further questions, Your Honor. I'd like to question the defendant. Here's your starter for 10.
Good. An excellent opening gambit. That's the sort of questioning I like to hear. None of this did you or did you not nonsense. 10 points to the defense.
Do you deny assaulting the dog?
Objection, my lord. The question has no bearing on the case.
It is my duty to hear every sordid detail. Objection overruled.
Well, did you assault the dog?
I never touched the brute.
Do you know Mrs. Piermont personally?
I'd only met her once. She wanted me to flush her overflow pipe.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Greaves, you may start the bonus round.
The facts speak for themselves, my lord. Hobbins is a cruel and callous man, with no respect for law and order. I recommend the maximum possible sentence.
Any comments from the defense?
I don't believe this is happening. This is total madness. You've all been warped in some way. and I think Link is the cause.
Silence! I've heard quite enough of this nonsense. So it's time for me to make my judgment. Howard Hobbins, you've won tonight's star prize. Life imprisonment. However, in view of your service to the city, I'm going to reduce your sentence. 2 hours community service. Court dismissed.
Excuse me.
Hello, Mr. Overman.
How did you know my name?
You're a member now, sir. It's my business to know all our members.
Can I go in now?
Certainly. But you're in for a disappointment.
How come?
It looks smart with the lights turned low, but in daylight, it's a flipping toilet.
Do you know anything about a subway?
I've dreamed about them.
Really?
First of all, I'm swimming around like... Then I get sucked up this long tunnel. It's all wet and warm, you know?
I was talking about a real subway. What would you do if you found a body?
Go through its pockets.
No, seriously. A girl I know has been murdered.
It's a sign of the times. There's nothing as cheap as human life. With the exception of this club. How do you know it was murder?
I only met her a few hours ago, and she was fine then.
My advice is to keep quiet. You can't help her now, so look after yourself. Or you might wake up dead one morning.
Never mind. Excuse me. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Well, hello yourself. They call me Babs.
Pleased to meet you. Is there a subway around here?
Oh, there used to be. The club was named after the station.
Where is the subway station?
You're standing in it. See the area in front of the stage? The track ran right through there.
Excuse me. Can I have a drink, please?
No chance.
Why not?
House rules.
Excuse me. Do the rules prohibit me from drinking?
No, you can drink all you want, but I can't serve you.
You are the bartender, right?
Well, I'm not the cabaret.
How come you can get a drink and I can't?
I told you, it's the house rules. Hostin would fire me if I gave you a drink.
I'm gonna complain about you.
Please yourself.
I demand to see the manager.
Please yourself.
Are you gonna fetch him?
I can't leave the bar.
Is the manager here?
He's around.
Never mind. Never mind. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Overman. What do you think of the club?
The bartender won't serve me.
That's because you're a probationary member. Don't blame Barry. He's only doing his job. The liquor laws have been tightened since last year's Babysham riots.
Hey, get on with the game, Colston.
All right, no need to get excited. I'm Colston, the manager of the club.
Pleased to meet you. Is there a subway around here?
What?
I'm looking for the subway.
What are you, a train spotter? Hear that, Gallagher? This guy's a train spotter.
There's no law against that.
Only because there aren't any trains.
Look, guys, I'm not a train spotter.
Who asked you?
How do I get out of this city?
Can you see I'm busy?
I'll take your turn for you.
And lose the game for me?
You're gonna lose anyhow.
Don't be so sure, Gallagher. I've got something up my sleeve.
I knew you were cheating.
Well, so are you.
Is there a John in this place?
Why do you want to know that?
Well, I might need to use it. Surely the club's got to have one by law.
Have you seen the John Gallagher?
I don't need one. I don't drink like you do.
No, I've noticed that.
Oh, nothing. There's no sign of a lock or a card slot. There's a thumb-sized indentation in the plate. The green select button is lit.
Hey, music lover. If you're looking for the best in sounds, I got 'em. The music of the spheres right here on Earth. So come on, get your fingers on my buttons. Let's make beautiful music together.
How offensive! Why they put voices in these machines is beyond me.
I'm all warmed up for you, baby.
Shut up and let me check the selections. Oh, Lord, it's mostly country and western.
Nobody's perfect.
Ah, there are 3 tunes by the Resident Band.
So, what's your choice, big boy?
You search but find nothing.